Today I'm going to show you how to adjust clip-on earrings. There are several types of clip-on earrings. One of the most popular is what's known as a paddleback because it looks like the shape of a paddle. This is a particularly large one that I like to use to show you how to adjust them. This is a more regular size paddleback, and as you can see the large one is significantly bigger. Also we have, this is what's known as a hinged screw back. There's the hinge and there's the screw. Clockwise to tighten, anti-clockwise to loosen. Here we have an Omega clip that's also on a hinge, also quite a popular clip. And finally we have what's known as a mini clip. Okay, what I'd like to do now is, using this electrical screwdriver, is show you how to adjust a standard paddleback clip. Now the first thing you'll notice about the paddleback is that it has three columns. The two outer columns link into the earring and hold the paddle in place, with two little lugs to fit into the earring casing. The third column, the one in the middle, has a little lug on the end of it here, a little nib, and it's this middle column that controls the tightness of the clip and ultimately the tightness of the clip on your ear. Now, to loosen this off, I'm going to use an electrical screwdriver, as I said before, and just insert that under the nib, between the nib and the earring. Can you see that? And see how I'm bending up the middle column. Now you want to do this gently, don't do it too forcefully, because you could loosen the earring too much and then you'd have to watch the other video I've got, is how to tighten them back up again. Okay, so what you do is you lift slightly, just prise that up just a little bit at a time, release and try it on. Go and try it, see how it feels, and if that's done the job for you, that's great. If it's still a bit tight, insert the screwdriver again, give it another little prod and try again. And you keep doing that. It's best to do it little by little, step by step, rather than have them too loose. Even with the smaller clips, it works exactly the same way. You have your two columns on the outside, your one column in the middle, and when you close it you can see the little nib sticking over the end, and that is where you insert your small screwdriver and lift the middle column. Release and go and try it for pressure, and repeat as necessary. Now mini clips, I just remove this ear cushion so you can see this a bit easier, work in exactly the same way, only there isn't an obvious three column on the mini clip, but what it does have is the same nib over the back of the earring, and once again you can push your screwdriver under the nib and just lift fractionally. You have to be very gentle with these earrings because they are so delicate, the mini clips, and then go and give it a try and adjust again if necessary. The Omega clips are easier to adjust because all you need to do is apply pressure to the back of the earring here and basically give it a little squash, and then go and try it, and then give it another little squash if it's not quite right. If you can't squash it with your fingers, then use pliers, but do so ever so gently, because these earrings, they're not that strong that they could take being squashed by a pair of pliers. And finally, hinged screwbacks. There's the hinge, and you tighten by turning the screw clockwise, and you slacken by turning the screw anti-clockwise. If necessary, you can always add a little bit more adjustment by bending this bar, pulling them out, pulling them apart like that. It opens up that bar at the bottom, and that just does a little bit more adjustment for you if you need to.